If you were a salmon heading back to your spawning grounds in Lil'Wat wetlands, you would swim through the Harrison Lake watershed and up into the many glacier-fed streams that have sustained life here since time immemorial. We invite you to join us on our visit with John and Mary Williams, the heads of a very exceptional Lil'Wat family. They live just behind Pemberton, in what is now called Mount Currie.
I was born October 5th, 1937.
And when was the last time you climbed a mountain?
2 years ago. We picked boxwood and we picked mushrooms. And we were always out in the bush, never stayed home. He's promised me that I'm going to be going out there this coming fall.
The way that you claimed me, the things that you said.
In 1972, we took over the education system. It was to take the federal responsibility and hand it over to the band.
93% wanted their own language.
And they did everything to stop it.
And so we never really got what we wanted. And I've always said what I wanted was my children to be taught in their own language, taught their own history, and taught who they really are. You know?
In their quest for independence, Mary and John pay for all of their own needs from their own meager earnings, going so far as to refuse to consider potential government-linked aid in recent health or housing emergencies, and especially rejecting the residential school compensation payments. Tell me, how much did it cost your daughter to give birth in the hospital, with being Lil'Wat?
Well, the first one, she paid $14,000, and the second one, she paid $12,000.
We opted out of the residential school contributions, because we figured that Canada should be charged with genocide, with ethnocide, theft of land and resources. We wouldn't take the residential school money because then Canada won't be liable to say, well, you took this. So we opted out of that. Yeah.
Oh gosh, I thought we were nuts. John had really explained to me why, and it was because my aunt died there. And I said it would be like taking blood.
2 years ago, when their home burned down in a yard clearing accident, the entire family had to scatter to temporary accommodations. The cold, damp, and extra stress of living in a borrowed RV for 2 winters have left their mark on many, including on Mary's health.
I couldn't even garden anymore, but now I can garden.
Yeah, your garden is doing well, and I hear everybody helps. Is that
Everybody
true?
helps. Can get out there and weed.
That's quite unusual in most families. Nobody helps, especially the weeding, eh?
Yeah. Well, we don't use any chemicals, so the weeds grow really fast. It's organic as you'll get it, I guess.
Yeah. And you also still have fish. Is the fishing still okay around here?
Well, we still can fish, but we've been having a little bit of trouble for the last few years now getting the quota.
I guess to put it sort of bluntly, fisheries was holding back the fish for I don't know how many years, and we wouldn't get much.
They only gave us
4 days.
And then 3 days off.
Yeah. It was about 3 years like that, and we'd get 10 fish or something like that, and we'd have to stay there the 4 days. Canada destroyed everything, our economy, our culture, our language, our history, everything. We always say we're stewards of the land. That stewardship can't be taken away by anything, not by law or anything. We can't even give it away. you know.
The Williams have spent their whole lives trying to be free, asserting their sovereignty and independence. This has made the realities of what it means to survive as a Native person in what we call Canada into an even more daunting challenge than it already is. It has turned their lives into a constant and relentless struggle with the colonial and corporate powers that dominate society today.